Hey family, I had something on my heart today that I wanted to talk to y'all about, and I was going to record this tomorrow because I am feeling a little tired today, but I was like, nah, like this is really like I'm in the energy and I'm embodying it today, so I was like, all right, like today, right now is the time to do it. Y'all, like, if you clicked on this video, like, you are being asked to embody yourself right now. Like, pure embodiment is the message of today. Like, you have crossed over. You've crossed over. You're in a different timeline. And oh my god, I just saw my mom's birthday. That's crazy. You know, she likes to show up here and there, you know. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. You've crossed over. You're in the season of your life where you don't have to double check your answers with the teacher anymore. Like, you are the teacher. You are embodying everything that you've learned. You're in a new point of your life. Like, this is a fresh new point in your life. For some of you all, you've been here before. You've been at this point in your life before, and you've gotten a taste of it, and you've reverted back. And you know why? Because you've been battling with your lower self. But your higher self wanted to be here all along. It was your destiny to be here all along. It was your destiny to be here all along. It was your destiny to be in the embodiment of everything that you have been practicing and wanting. Like, whoever is watching this, I just want you to know that, like, you don't need permission to be the person that you always wanted to be. You don't need permission to be your higher self anymore. Like, you are embodying. Like, this season is asking you to embody that person. You're here. You made it. Like, congratulations. Like, you've made it. And you probably don't feel like that right now because it probably feels bittersweet. There's a lot of things that you've had to let go of to get here. So it's just kind of like that point where you're like on a road trip and you finally get to your destination and you're like, phew, wow, the scenery is beautiful. This is beautiful, but I need a rest. That's exactly how it feels. That's exactly how it feels. So allow yourself to rest, you know. Save yourself the planning because everything is going to work out the way that it's supposed to. You know, your things are going to come into your life the way that it needs to. Everything is going to flow. But just bask in the sense and the fact that, like, bask in the sense and the fact that, like, everything that is yours, everything that you're supposed to have is going to come to you. And just remember that you're not separate from it. You are rich now. You're rich in relationships. You're rich in spirit. Even if your current reality doesn't look like how you want it to look, you no, you have graduated to a different timeline. 444 on the clock. So you've graduated, you know, to a different timeline, and you're here now. So it's okay to be in the present and fully wrap your head around the fact that, like, no, this is not a game, this is not a gimmick, this is not, like, this is for real. Like, but you get to choose it. So you may be in a point in your life where you have, like, two different paths that you're looking at. And I just want you to know that that's your higher self and your lower self. You can either go over here where it looks like the road less traveled, or you can either go back and live an elevated version of your past self. Maybe you are an entrepreneur. Maybe you just quit your job. Maybe you're doing something that you really want to do, but it maybe not be as satisfying because you're thinking about all of the whys and how am I going to do this and how is this going to come. You have to make that choice to trust and just confirmation burp. You have to make that choice whether you want to trust God or not, honestly, because the time is now. The time is now or never, really. So you have to make that choice for yourself. Honestly, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, like, there's nothing else out here. There's nothing else better to do but to be taking care of yourself right now, and choosing yourself. You're being asked to fully embody yourself. You're being asked to create your reality. Literally, like, you've gotten the go by God, right? You've been following every step. You've been passing. Listen, you've been through some tests, yo. You have been through some tests, okay? Like, a lot of the things that have been trying to pull you back into the life that you lived, like, you've passed those. You've seen it, and you're like, okay, no. Like, this is what I want. I want this new reality. I don't want to go back here. So, ex-lovers, ex-jobs, ex-friends, people that, you know, are just not on your level, that you don't belong around, limiting beliefs, those are gone. Those are all falling down. You're finally at the point where you're like, spirit is like, I don't even know if I have any more tests in me. Like, this girl or guy is really, like, they're doing it. Like, they're passing all of the tests that I'm throwing, right? So just embody, create your reality. And what I mean by creating your reality is genuinely embodiment. Like, embody that person. Like, and I'm saying this, y'all, because I'm doing this too. Like, who is the person that you want to be? Like, think about that guy, think about that woman that you want to be, and embody her. Like, what does she do? Like, does she wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go to the gym? Does she go to the gym at 12? Does she does she go to Pilates? Does she drink matcha? Does she drink coffee? Does she drink water? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of foods does she eat? How does she be creative? How does he be creative? What kind of things does he do? Does he read? Like, you know, like, all of those things. Like, who do you want to be? And what does that person do? So now you have to embody that. Like, the beautiful thing about where you are in your journey is that you are at the point of creation. You are at zero. All of those things had to fall for you to get here. All those past versions of you had to go through tests and had to go through an initiation for you to get here and realize that you're not that old person anymore. You could be looking back at your life and being like, wait. You could be looking back at the last couple of months and being like, what the heck? Like, what was that, yo? Like, what was that? And I feel like whoever you are, you're gaining your sense of, like, aw, this is making me, like, emotional. Like, stop. Okay. Like, you're really finding who you want to be again. Like, you're remembering yourself. Like, you're literally waking up to yourself. That is so beautiful. Wow. You're waking up to yourself. Like, you're waking up. You're realizing how beautiful you are. Like, you're realizing how beautiful you are. How beautiful, like, all of the seeds that you planted are. And you're really believing in yourself. And you're believing and knowing, like, you have a belief in yourself because you already know yourself. You've seen what you can do, and you know that, you know, the seeds that you're planting now are going to take you far. The only thing that you're being required to do is to stay consistent with your thoughts, stay consistent with this vibration, because everything, your reality doesn't create who you are. You create your reality. Okay, that's a bar. So it's like, everything that you're doing right now, your life is going to mirror everything, all the work that you're putting into yourself vibrationally. Like, so, you know, making sure that you're doing your affirmations, you know, that is a part of creating your life. Doing your affirmations every day, multiple times a day if you have the time to do so. Making sure you're stretching, doing yoga, dancing, having fun, bringing back joy, being able to hold joy, you know, making sure you're doing that. Making sure you're cleansing everything, making sure you're staying up with, you know, your spiritual hygiene, and, you know, cleansing so you can receive. Being able to get your mind right so you can receive. Like, making sure everything is coming through the mind and really filtering what you're hearing and what you're seeing, what your ear gates and your eye gates are seeing, so you can, you know, receive. You have to filter to receive. Like, if you stuff a garbage, well, you're not a garbage you're not a garbage bag, but if you stuff, you know, a bag with so many things that is filled to the top, nothing can get in. Or, you know what I'm saying? Nothing can get in. So you kind of got to empty all of that stuff so you can receive something that is more aligned with you, you know? Man, I am excited for you guys. I'm excited for y'all. This part is all about embodiment, and you get to choose. Like, you've been through all the tests, you've walked through God, you've walked with God on this journey, and now God is kind of like handing you the torch, like, hey, like, you know what I want you to do now make it yours. You know, that's the beautiful thing that we have as co-creators on this planet, is that we are co-creating. So we have a little bit of we have free will. It's like, as long as you're staying in the aligned path, as long as you're doing what God wants you to do, you have a little bit of, you know, you have a little bit of wiggle room. Like, you can make it yours. You can do it how you want to do it. That's part of, you know, our authority here, and our authorship, and our creativity, and our creatorship here. Like, isn't that cool? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this part of your life is really asking you to tap into your God power now. You know, have fun with it. You can have fun. Like, this part of your life, this experience is just asking you to embody and become that person. It's no more wishing to be that person. It's no more pushing things off. It's like, in this moment right now, when you turn this video off, go do something that person would do. If you have a pile of laundry in the corner of your room, and you know that the person that you want to be would take care of that laundry, you have to program your mind to now be that new person that you want to be. And you have the power to do that. Like, I want you to know that, like, you're fully supported. Like, this is not the thing about what we do in life. Okay, this is a really important thing. The thing about what we do in life is that it has to be aligned with God's will. Sometimes we could want something for ourselves that's not necessarily aligned with God's will. Or maybe you've tried to be this person before, but it didn't quite really work out because you weren't in alignment. There was a lot of things that you were holding on to. There was a lot of things that you had to let go of. There were a lot of lessons that you still had to learn, a lot of tests that you had to pass through, and a lot of people who had to leave. A lot of people who couldn't experience this with you because they were going to hold you back and they were going to cloud your vision. You weren't even in your personal power enough. You didn't even recognize your own power. So you've done that growth. You went through a lot of growth. 2025 was a really, I know for me, I went through baby, what? Let me tell you, I learned so much. I learned so much when I didn't even think I had that much learning else to do. I'm like, yo, like, this, I didn't even realize that that's what I needed to learn. And as we're ever growing people, man, let me tell you something. You have gotten farther than you have ever been. This point where you are right now, you have never been here. You may have think that you've been here, baby. You have never been here. You have never come this far. One thing about God is not going to bring you this far to just have you here. You are about to go up, baby. What? But you have to believe in yourself. Your only job right now is to just embody. Create it. Like, your only job right now is to have fun, be consistent with your efforts, be consistent, and take yourself serious. You've been taking everything else, baby, come on. You've been taking that relationship serious, you've been taking that job serious, you've been taking them kids serious. I get it, you know what I'm saying? You've been taking everything serious. You've been taking these bills serious, baby. Take yourself seriously. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Like, pour into yourself. Pour into yourself. You know why? Because there's so much reward that's coming from that. There's so much reward that's coming from that, and things might feel like they're moving a little slow, but I promise you, they only feel slow because you're not in the present moment, because you're detaching. You're attached to the outcome. You have to release the outcome, babe. Like, you have to release the outcome of whatever it is that you're wanting. You have to embody it right now. Whatever you want is in that present moment. It's not outside of you. And once you realize that it's not outside of you, it's all in here, then you could really like kind of relax a little bit, because I feel like right now you are too far in the future. You need to be right here, because right here is really what matters. You can't create the future if you're not rooted in the right now. You have to be present. You have to be present and rooted in the right now, because the right now is where you're going to build those steps and build those bricks and get to where you need to be. Okay, so be consistent, be intentional about creating your reality and creating everything that you want to be. Wow, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy for you. This is just like a beautiful time, so bask in it. It's almost like you're getting like another chance at life, you know? There's nothing to be worried about. There are gonna be more tests. There are gonna be more things that are gonna test your fly, baby. It's gonna test, like, are you really ready for this? Is this really what you want? Yeah. But you just have to keep saying no. Ooh. Yes! You have to keep saying no to things that don't serve you. That's literally all. That's how you're gonna pass those tests, okay? All you gotta do is say no to things that don't serve you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for where everything is going. Love yourself for me, okay? Don't compare your version of life to anybody else's life. This is the one life you get to live. There are probably people who want to be you and want to be in your shoes. You know, go touch some grass. Literally, if it's not cold wherever you are, go outside. Go for a walk. Say hi to the trees. Breathe. Drink water. Get away from all that sugar. Drink water, okay? Drink healthy foods that are going to make you healthy. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, if you start today, tomorrow, you won't have to say, oh, this is the beginning. Tomorrow, you won't have to say, oh, I started today. You started yesterday. So if you start today, then tomorrow you're one step ahead. And the day after that, you're one step closer. And if you keep doing that and keep doing that and keep doing that, just look at what consistency and discipline will build in your life. Right now you have the torch, okay? Right now you have the torch. You can't even fumble it. You can't fumble it. All you have to do is feel safe with it. All you have to do is feel safe with it. And you're ready. You're ready for this power. You're ready. It was always supposed to be yours, you know? I'm excited. And I'm happy for you. I think that's it. Oh yeah, read. Go and read. Make sure you're reading. Make sure your head is in those books, because you're like a sponge right now. You're like a kid. Like, you could be learning some more. Okay? In this void space. You could be learning. You know, you could be learning. You got a little bit of that in you. Just as you're letting things go, you can pick some things up too. Okay? Because that's going to help you to shape your reality as well. Books are going to be really great. Knowledge is power as well, so you just want to connect to that frequency of knowledge. There is so much power in books. I know when I pick up a book and I feel drawn to a book and I open that book and I start reading it, everything that I needed to know was in that book, and I'm like, oh wow, like, this was divinely picked for me. Y'all, I'm gonna start reading The Artist's Way. I read a little bit of it and then I put it down because I didn't like the artist pages, because I journal and write a lot already. Like, I'm like a writer. So I put it down, but I'm gonna pick it back up and just like kind of charge it to the game. I work for myself now, so I have a lot of time to, do that extra step of doing the artist pages in the morning. So I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, you're not alone on this journey, because I'm right here with you. I'm doing this just like y'all are. I'm a part of it, I'm a part of that collective. So you know what I'm saying, just come back here if you need a hug, if you need any words of wisdom. Yeah, you can even hit me in my Instagram or like DM me, for real. Like, we in this together. Y'all are my family. Y'all are my friends, for real. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, if anybody knows me, like, I'm about community. Like, community is really important to me, and that's what I'm trying to grow here on this channel. It's more than clout. It's more than, fame or fortune. It's like, one thing about me is that, like, I am a musician, and I thought that, like, I talked about this in like my previous videos. I thought that I was going to like make it and go viral, and like there was gonna be a point where I would share my story in interviews in a really like mysterious way, because I have a lot of knowledge, and I thought that was the only way that I was going to share my knowledge, was through like interviews on some stoic like mysteriousness type of vibe. And recently, like, God told me that, like, that's not what he wants from me. Like, he wants me to share every day. Your purpose is not something that you do once. A lot of people think like, my purpose is to sing, or my purpose is to play basketball. I feel like those are assignments, and I feel like your purpose is like one word. Your purpose is either to heal, to teach, to love, to help. It's always going to be a verb, and it's always going to be one word. That's personally why I feel like. And your purpose is not going to be something that you can do one time. If you're a basketball player and you feel like your purpose is to play basketball, what happens when you break, when you tear something and you're out? You're not going to feel a purpose. That's not what was intended. You need to always feel a purpose. But what if that basketball player feels like his purpose is to play basketball, and it's really to help, and he's not going to realize how his purpose is being used in everything? He's helped his son, he's helped his teammates, he's talked to somebody in the grocery store that he helped, there are so many different like ways that you can live out your purpose, and it can be lived out in every second and every minute and every hour. So that's what purpose is. We have assignments and we have purpose. So yeah, basically I just feel like my purpose is not, I am multi-dimensional, baby. Like, I do a lot of things, and this year is really the year where I really step into that and just embody who I really am, because I've just been shrinking. I've been shrinking, y'all. Like, I've been shrinking. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying, people don't really know the real me. I never really shared the real me out of making I'm just like, yeah, like, this is the truth. Like, out of making other people feel comfortable. Like, I could never have these conversations with my old coworkers when I worked, a 9 to 5. Like, I could never have those conversations with them. Or I could never, you know what I'm saying? Like, people were never at my capacity, but it's like, don't shrink. God needs you to be at this capacity. God needs you to be the person that you are. God needs you to be at the frequency that you are. Don't shrink. You don't need to be like everybody. Be yourself, and your gift will make room for you. Be yourself. So it's like, yeah, definitely had to learn that. Thankfully, God was really gentle with me when he taught me that. But yeah, so this is kind of what like my embodiment looks like. It's just sharing on a level that is like very intimate, very vulnerable, but very authentic, because that's my brand and that's what I stand for and that's who I am. I just really believe in authenticity, even in my music, in any art that any expression of art that I do. I just believe in authenticity and being real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very, like, I just don't believe in pretending anywhere. So it's very freeing to be able to embody the person that I am now, instead of waiting until I reach some level of success to share my story or share any parts of myself that the world needs. The world needs me now, so here I am, and I'm showing up, and it helps me to even love myself and see myself more. And then it's like, it doesn't just help me. I mean, it doesn't just help y'all. Like, this helps me too. Like, I go back and I realize, oh shit, like, I got through this, and I got through that, and I got through this. And like, sometimes my words be hitting me. I'd be like, oh, I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So just being who you are and acknowledging and embodying who you are at every step of the journey just makes you more powerful. So I love y'all. I'm gonna stop yapping. Congratulations, you made it.